Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a goal.
Well, Pedro!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
There's a lot to like about this fella, Lucas Paqueta, Peter. Statistically, one of the best central midfielders in Europe, and I think he's going to be key here in delivering the ball around the pitch, and indeed getting back and doing his defence.
Decent chance! Oh, it's come loose. Vitinha, Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Bruno Fernandes. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Lucas Paqueta, great vision. Inacio kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's Neves. He's trying to hit the front line here. Now, can they get him away? No way through, so back it comes. Still goalless. Vitinha.
Portugal definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bruno Guimaraes. And this is Ronaldo. Couto. Long ball looking to counter. Here come Brazil on the counter. No, that's been intercepted. Ruben Neves. So what can they make of this? Gabriel calmly anticipates. And they can counter here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a sharp pass. Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a sharp little ball here. And the ball is out of play. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. And back to the goalkeeper. Knocks it into space. He's on it. Can he get away? João Neves. Well, that is one way to stop him. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Vitinha. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes is onto this. And it's Neves. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Pass just lacking in accuracy. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Oh, sweet feet. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Great chance! That's going to go a long way. And it's Paquetá. Bruno Guimaraes. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. That's a throw. Vitinha. Now Ruben Dias. João Cancelo. Now Gonçalo Inácio. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. That has not gone well.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rafinha is firing after that one. Out of play for a throw. Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Chance! Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out towards the right wing.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. Brilliantly cut out. And he's quick to get rid. Gonçalo Ramos. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, great leap! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nuno Mendes. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo in with the challenge. Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. Vitinha. Not the most accurate pass. Nuno Mendes. And the pass is intercepted. Can they find an extra gear here? Now it's João Pedro. He's in a great position here. And he thumps it clear. Lucas Paquetá.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's...
Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's been hooked away.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 9. Número 23. Número 15.
Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. Goes for the shot! Diogo Costa gets it away. Neymar! It's wide, but not by very much.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Can he get it through?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So, no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. So our quest to find the winner continues. Rafael Leao making a dash for it. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Costa. He's having a hit! That's another chance! Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. João Cancelo. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's shifting through the gears here. Closing in on goal. And the shot! Bernardo Silva. And once more he proves rigid and robust. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rafael Leao. There's the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first moment of real significance. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's been slipped through, and he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Oh, robust challenge. Corner number 3 coming up. Savinho just eases him off the ball, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Well, we've seen that early, and we're halfway through extra time. So the breakthrough has come. Will it prove enough to get over the line? 15 minutes still remain.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Rafael Leao getting forward. It's come to nothing.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here, and it's Bruno Fernandes, and it's made its way to him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Martinelli. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bernardo Silva with a definite fell there. Bernardo Silva has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Neymar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. The end of the game. Reflections?
Brazil undoubtedly regretting they didn't do more, Peter. They tried raising their game in normal time, so I can't be too harsh on them.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Maida. Good ball, good take. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Doan. This looks promising. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine challenge. Aims beyond the defence. Flashes it. Oh, good effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kubo is offering a right smile there.
Can he get on the end of this? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always shot a goal!
And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Savinho receives it in a good position here. Shoots! Tanaka. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Kubo. And Maida. And here's Kubo. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Maida. Tanaka. Nicely aimed pass. Ito spots it and intercepts. And it's Kubo. Kamada. Now there's a fine ball. Shot! And there's a goal! Looking to play him in.
There they go, hunting again.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good...
Can he finish?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's in a great position here. Alexandro could move up a gear here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Bruno Guimaraes. Kamada. Maida. Played out towards the right wing. Looking for options for movement. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Maida really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Kubo. Gabriel gets a foot in here. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Kubo. Now he's off and running. And he's intervened well there. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Bruno Guimaraes. And that has left him in a heap. Tanaka. And it's Kamada. Now it's Kubo. Oh, well played, well played. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, good spread. That's where it came from. João Pedro. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. It's a good run down the right. Nice defending, it's got the job done.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ito cuts it out. Tanaka. And it's Kamada. Kubo. And Maida. Kamada. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Kamada. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Pass somewhat off target. João Pedro being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Kubo. And it's Kamada. Now it's Doan. And Maida. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Kamada does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. Savinho providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't far away. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kubo gets it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Japan are looking to break at pace. Japan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Maida. Tomiyasu gets across to intercept that. Nicely spread. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That has not gone well. Savinho. Not the most accurate pass. Tomiyasu promptly onto that, and that is that.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And it's Alexander. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it. Japan appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Ito. Tanaka. Maida. Pinches it off him. Ito cuts out the pass.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Five minutes left on the clock. Maida. That has been cut short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Tanaka. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a ball! There's the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.